Never lie. Adam had learned from his friends that lying is the easiest way out of any situation. So he became fond lying and enjoyed telling small lies. When his parents caught him and warned him against telling lies, he shrugged them off, saying lies never harms anyone. Adam's father decided to explain to him why lying is bad. One evening, Adam and his father were walking down the street with some groceries. Just then, they saw a car run into a bookstore. Adam's father asked the man what happened, and he replied, "The car driver lied to his father that he could see without spectacles." They both were in the car when the accident happened. The father is seriously hurt. I'm sure the boy regrets even lying. Adam's father looked at Adam and said, "See, Adam, a lie is so dangerous. It can hurt people." Adam realized the huge cost of a lie, and he stopped lying. Always share. Caleb was a very selfish boy. He never shared his toys with anyone. His parents were worried as to how to teach him about kindness and sharing. Then one day, Caleb was returning from school on his new bicycle. As Caleb was watching, a boy fell into a ditch and hurt himself. The boy cried, "Ah, I can't move my arm." Caleb would never help anyone, but that day he felt sad for the boy. So he rushed to him and helped him stand up. He said to the boy, "Looks like you have fractured your hand. Sit behind me and I will ride you to the hospital." Later that evening, the boy's parents visited Caleb and thanked him. "You are very kind, boy. God will always bless you." After they had left, Caleb's father said, "Son, see the blessings you receive by being kind and sharing." Caleb understood the importance of being kind and decides to share always. A selfless act. Once upon a time, there lived a boy named Edward. He was very kind and gentle. He saved a rabbit from a trap in the forest, risking his life. The next day, Edward went to an old junk shop to sell all things. The owner was a strange-looking man. He said, "Hey boy, do you want this ring?" Edward saw the ring and bought it for his mother. He took the ring home and was about to put it on his finger. Just then, He heard a whooshing sound, and there stood before him a pretty fairy. Said, "No, Edward, don't wear it." Edward was scared, and he asked, "Why not? Who are you?" The fairy replied, "I'm a fairy. I was playing, and the discus of a rabbit and a hamster stopped me. You saved my life, so I came to save yours. The ring is poisoned. It would kill you as you wear it." "Thank you, fairy," Edward said. This fairy said, "Edward, your selfless act saved you." The poor man's wealth. There lived two neighbors named John and Peter. John was a poor farmer. Peter was a landlord. John used to be very happy and relaxed. At the night, he never bothered to close the doors and windows of his house. He used to sleep in deep slumber. Although he had no money, he was leading a peaceful life. On the other hand, Peter used to be very tensed always. At night, he was very keen to close the doors and windows of his house. He could not sleep well. Peter was always bothered that some thief might break open his safes and steal away his treasures. He envied the peaceful John. One fine day, Peter called John and gave him a box full of cash. Then he said, "My dear friend, I'm blessed with plenty of wealth. I find you poor, so that is why I have decided to give this cash and live in prosperity." On hearing this, John was overwhelmingly happy. He was joyful throughout the day. Here in the tortoise. Once upon a time, there lived a hare. The hare could run very fast. It was proud of its speed. One day, the hare saw the tortoise walk very slowly. The hare laughed at the tortoise and said, "You are such a slow coach. My dear friend, you are so proud of your speed. Let's have a race to see who is faster," the tortoise said. So the hare and the tortoise had a race. The hare ran very fast and very far. After a while, the hare turned back to see where the tortoise was. The tortoise was walking very slowly, and it was far behind the hare. The tortoise will take a very long time to come near me, the hare thought. The hare started feeling bored. He thought to take a nap. In the meantime, he began to eat the grass. After eating, he went to sleep. The tortoise slowly but steadily passed the hare. The hare suddenly woke up and saw the tortoise just crossing the finish line. The hare started running very fast, but it was too late. The tortoise already won the race. The hare was extremely disappointed to find his competitor already there as a winner. A cricket and an ant. Once there was an ant. She lived in a field. A cricket lived near its hole. They were friends. The cricket was lazy. In the months of summer, it sang and made merry. It did not store food for winter. It was careless. The ant was not lazy. She worked day and night. She gathered grains for winter. In winter, the ground was covered with snow. The cricket had nothing to eat. The ant had grains to eat. The cricket went to the ant to borrow some grains. The ant asked it what it had been doing during summer. The cricket replied that it sung and made merry during summer. The ant replied, "If you sung the summer away, you should dance away the winter." Moral: no pains, no gains. The dinosaur. The dinosaur. There was a sad dinosaur. He didn't have any friend. Every day, the dinosaur sat on the grass. He saw a dog and a duck were playing with the ball. He saw a dog and a duck were playing with the ball. The duck rolled the ball and the dog ran to catch it. Suddenly, the ball went far away until it arrived to the dinosaur. The dinosaur went and gave them the ball. The dog and the duck asked the dinosaur to play with them. The dinosaur became very happy.